Because Western films have gotten so popular again, there's yet another Western film this year. But before I go over it, I just wanted to check one little thing on Rotten Tomatoes, because I just wanted to check what rating this movie's got. Okay, it's pretty average for critics, but oh my god! The audience score, what? 100%. The average. Look at the average. 5 out of 5. And this isn't just like 100 people voting or just 10 people voting. That's like 2,100 something voting. What the? How does a movie get that good of a rating? Before I get into the plot of the movie, that picture, that image, that was what it was like about a week or two after the film came out. Now, as I speak, it has gotten down to 98%, but it still happens to have an average of 4.9 out of 5. And you know what? I've never seen anything higher than 4.6 when it comes to the audience score for the average. I've never seen anything higher than that. So that means it had a lot of people that gave it friggin' 5 stars. So what is Forsaken about? Well, it's about Kiefer Sutherland, who used to be a gun for hire, but now he's coming back to his hometown, coming to visit his parents. His mother is dead. All that's left is his father, who is actually played by his real father, Donald Sutherland, who happens to be a preacher in this movie.
Your mother is dead.
Now, Kiefer Sutherland's character, he has given up his gun, he has given up the game for being a gun for hire. He's trying to get back to a bit of a normal life. Well, something has gone wrong in the town. Some greedy bastard in the town wants all the farmland, is trying to move people out, sell their homes so that he can have that property. And of course, he has a bunch of goons for hire. And what do these goons do? Well, of course, they push and shove Kiefer Sutherland around, pushing him to the brink of whether he should pick up his gun again and kill these bastards. And there's also a romantic subplot with this old flame who is married now, who is Demi Moore, well, played by Demi Moore, who is still in love with Kiefer Sutherland's character. To be honest, quite by the numbers Western film. The movie does have its strengths in its acting. All the actors did a pretty great job in the film. It was also really nice to see Donald and Kiefer Sutherland as father and son in this movie. They played off each other really well. The preacher is trying to save him from his evil ways, and you get what you expect when it's a father who's a preacher and a son who used to be a gun for hire. There's also some nice backstory with a lost brother and a few other nice little details. Now, I will say this, if you're expecting the Western to be an action-packed Western, this isn't going to be the movie for you, because this is a little bit of a, well, I wouldn't say it's a slow movie, but as far as action-wise, it is a slower movie. It definitely is a drama that plays more on the characters. You know, developing them, fleshing them out, actually caring about them as people. There's also some really nice dynamic with Kiefer Sutherland and this other gun for hire who's pretty much similar to what Kiefer Sutherland used to be like. His character's name is Gentleman Dave, and he's played by Michael Wincott. Wasn't he the bad guy in Crow? I think he was. You know what? He did a really great job at being this Gentleman Dave. He was more of the villain that I wanted Ian McGregor to be in Jane Got a Gun. Like, there's this one scene that is absolutely perfect because I love how intimidating he is by just talking, but at the same time, he is trying to talk them out of their land rather than kill them.
With dying over, do you believe your wife would prefer the dirt and the rock to you? Will this keep her warm at night, or put the food on the table? It's gonna teach your children right from wrong. Comfort them in their beds when they're frightened by the wind. You see, I do understand. I truly do understand the inequities of your position, sir, but I believe when you weigh the alternatives, you will see that was no need for that. We were talking.
It would appear the conversation's over now, Dave.
He was about to see reason.
You actually ever kill anybody, Dave, or you just talk them to death?
Anybody else have something to say?
After that scene, all I thought is, man, what a great villain. And to be honest, he's not much of the villain, but rather just the guy on the other side. The guy on the other side of the conflict when, unfortunately, Kiefer Sutherland is going to have to deal with these guys. You just know it's going to happen. And I will say this, these bad guy goons, not Gentleman Dave, but the other guys, they are some dumb, just really idiotic people. They do some dumb stuff because they feel like they're invincible, we're the best, and nothing can touch us. They just keep pushing and kicking and punching Kiefer Sutherland, even though they know he used to be a gun for hire. They're just like, hey, we can do whatever we want with this guy. And it's just, all I could think of is, you idiots. You know he's gonna break. You know he's gonna turn. Why do you keep pushing? You keep pushing your luck. Now, Diablo is definitely a worse Western movie this year, but at least at the end, it did actually count its bullets. Now maybe towards the end, Kiefer Sutherland uses two guns, just like Diablo. Maybe he only shot 12 rounds, I'm not sure, I didn't count the 12 rounds. I was counting how much each gun was shooting, and he shot one gun way too many times. It's just funny that a crappier Western movie actually cares about how much ammo the characters still have left, while an actual decent Western movie doesn't bother with those facts. Overall, I definitely liked Forsaken. I wouldn't say I really liked it. I wouldn't give it anything higher than 4 stars. I don't even think we will give it 4 stars. Instead, I'm going to give Forsaken 3 stars. It's a good, fun, average Western movie, and if you like that kind of stuff, you might really enjoy it. So, did you see Forsaken? What did you think about it? Go ahead and comment. If not, what is your favorite Western movie? And if you liked this video and you want to see more, please subscribe and check out my playlist of 2015 and 2016 movie reviews. As always, this is Bruce Gifford, and this was Just My Opinion.